So today we'll see about methods. Okay, what is a method?
Mm,
Remember this way method always. Method is a smaller functional module of a class. Method is a small functional module of a
yep.
class. If you consider the
Yes.
class is an house, a method is kind of a small room.
Okay.
It have its own importance with some certain rules. The same way, the method is a small modular of class with set of instructions. Okay, let's
Okay.
let's do one thing. I'm closing this intro. This is more than enough. Let's say sfdx create apex class. I'll say so. I created a class called arithmetics. Can you able to see my screen properly?
Yeah,
Okay, arithmetics. In that, right, I need to create a number. I need to create. If you remember this way, or if you remember about a calculator, 2 plus 3 equal to. As soon as you say 2 plus 3 equal to, then
five.
hmm, hello,
Five.
5. So as soon as you make 2 plus 3 equal to 5, how it is coming? It is doing summation, right?
Yeah,
Now, here 2 and 3 are a input parameters, isn't it?
yes.
Param 1, comma, param 2. I should get results of sum of param 1,
One and
comma, param 2, right?
yeah.
Now, this is an operation. In entire Apex classes, in entire classes, where we will get a return, you will get
Like
returns only from Apex methods. You will get returns only from methods, right?
okay.
Okay.
Public, static. Do we need to say void here? Do we are we expecting any return or we are expecting a blank return?
Some return.
So what is that sum return here?
So we don't need void.
Here what will be the return then? If I want to do like this, sum of two numbers.
Uh,
The data type can be integer or double. Why double and integer? What is the difference? Integer accepts only numeric, positive numbers. They don't have a decimal numbers. Where double can also accept decimals. Like
decimals.
2.1, the value will be 5.1. If I declare integer, then you will get 5 as a return. You will be losing zero point 0.1 data. If you are expecting
Yeah.
accurate results, then you need to define your data type will be
Integer.
double.
Okay, if we need decimal, yeah.
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 Sum. I'll say get sum. Get sum. I'll say DOUBL double first number, comma, double second number. Now what will be the return? Return means whatever you do operations, let's say we can say DOUBLE double result equal to first number plus second number, right? Now you will get results will have sum of two numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Return result.
Yes, return
So why did you write the first line public with sharing class arithmetics?
See, this is nothing but a class only, but we are getting with sharing as a keyword.
The
And
public.
yeah, so for now, it's a class syntax. We'll discuss what is with sharing and without sharing later. Okay, this is a normal class. As soon as you create your class in a VS Code, now you will get with sharing by default. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. No, don't ask me. This is my documentation plugins has been installed, so
Yeah.
you will get those. And now this is my number, so I'll try to deploy this. I'm trying to deploy this. Let it get deployed. And you don't want to worry to execute there. If you want to execute your class, if you want to see output your classes, you can also see it from here only, like arithmetic. What will be the return here? Double some value equal to arithmetic dot get sum. I'll say 12.5 comma 12.5. Two inputs, right? Isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'll say system dot debug final value dou, sorry, some value. So actually we have functionality that you can execute your testing code here by selecting highlighting those two lines, how many lines you wanted, control shift P, and then execute anonymous apex with currently selected text, right? You can see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Highlight it. It will run and display output. Method does not exist or incorrect. Public static.
అక్కడ సెమికోలన్ లేదా?
Semicolon అవసరం లేదు. Decimal comma decimal. Okay. I said decimal. It should be decimal. Not double, sorry. I was thinking something. Decimal. My bad.
No. Double. Then why do we use double?
No, no, we need to use decimal only. There is no technical double.
No, no. Like I'm asking, like why do we use double? Like if not
Long
decimal.
value storage to store long value.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Integer stores like nine numbers and double stores more than that. If you want to store like more number, then double.
Okay.
So Control X, deploy it. Missing in. What is missing? Correct, right?
Asterisk missing. Do we need asterisk over there? Like integer string.
No, no, no. You don't need. Okay, that's like a failure case. Huh? Oh, it's correct. Control Shift P, execute anonymous, got executed. And if you scroll up, the final value is 25, right?
Yeah.
And here you go, system.debug final value, and we're checking. The final value is 25. So we got the number of two numbers, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
See, you can execute again this from a developer console like yesterday we were doing, but I'm also showing you have a possible quick checks you can do directly from VS Code.
Okay.
Now, let me ask
So
you this.
basically, yeah.
What is the capability of this method? How many numbers you can do a sum?
N number.
What n number? I'll say 12.5, comma 12.5, comma 1. Will it gonna execute?
No, no.
Why?
It's just only two numbers.
It's just only two numbers. But calculator operates more than two numbers, right? You never know how many numbers a user wanted or a consumer wanted to sum, isn't it?
Yes.
Correct. And Gautam, you were asking something. Go ahead.
Uh, so you're executing the program here, and we are seeing the solution. If you gonna deploy it to SFDX, where we gonna see that?
Okay. Simple. Go to developer console. It's already deployed. You can see output only once you deploy it successfully. It's not something like you can execute locally.
Okay, it comes automatically.
No, no, no. It will not come automatically. Right click. You have to deploy this to source arc.
Yeah.
Here you can go to fix arithmetics.
Okay.
Here you have, right? If you have code deployed here, then only you can execute, else it will not execute. Okay.
Okay.
Now, this is fine. But if you can really imagine the calculator, how the calculator works, because the calculator doesn't know how many numbers it will get an input to do certain operations, right?
Yeah.
No.
Mm,
So for
like
that, you can see we have a concept called collections. We have a concept called collections. Collections means a variable which stores more than one value of same data type. I mean, if I declare first number, the first number is which data type? Decimal, right?
yeah.
Now, in this first number, we will only capable to store one value.
Yeah.
You can't store more than one value. But
Yeah.
collections is something like where you can store multiple values. Okay. For example, how collection looks. Collections are of set, list, and map. Collections are of set, list, and map. Here, set doesn't allow duplicates, list allow duplicates. Okay. Set doesn't allow duplicates. Let's say if we pass number 1, comma 2, comma 3, comma 2, comma 1, then set will only hold 1, 2, 3. It will not hold a duplicated values. Okay. Clear? If I pass 1, 2, 3, again 1, 2, 3, it will only hold the values of 1, 2, 3 because the other 1, 2, 3 are duplicated. Clear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it is a list, if I pass the values of 1, 2, 3, comma 1, 2, 3, it holds always 1, 2, 3, comma 1, 2, 3, all the values. It never check for duplicates. Map is a key value pair. This will park and we'll discuss. First, we'll see set and list. For a calculator, which one you prefer, whether set or a list?
List.
Why list? Why not set?
Like
Because it carries duplicate values.
Yes. So now let's define the same public static decimal get some. Can I define the same method again? Yes, I can define by changing the parameter list of decimal. It will store right data type
Yeah.
some numbers. This is my sum numbers. I got my list. Now, first we'll understand how to read values from list. How to read values from list. To read values from list, you need to do iterations. You need to do through iterations we can read. Through iterations we can read. What is iterations here? For loop. Okay.
Yeah.
For loop goes in such a way that for loop data type, variable name in the sense loop variable name, colon, collection name, and functional. What is data type here in this case? What is
Yeah.
collection name?
It's a variable.
What is that collection variable name? Some numbers, right?
Some numbers. Okay.
Okay, some
Okay.
numbers.
Collection.
List
So
name.
yeah. Then what about loop variable?
Loop variable in the sense here you have 10 records. For loop will iterate record by record, right?
Yeah.
You remember whenever we are writing a syntaxes of for in any programming before, we'll say int I equal to 0, I
Yeah.
less than,
And or some
and
number.
some numbers of length,
I
right?
plus I plus plus or I minus minus.
Uh, comma, semicolon, I plus plus. Here, what is the loop variable? Your I, isn't it?
Yeah.
Here also, what is the loop variable? I'll say num. Anything you wish. It's kind of I. It will get record by record. That's it.
Okay.
What is the data type here?
Um,
What is the collection data type?
some numbers.
Collection data type. Variable name is some numbers. What is the collection data type? Decimal. Decimal, right?
Yeah. The
Yeah.
collection data.
It will only store the decimal data types, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we
Yes.
wanted to read value by value. Then only we can able to do our logic, right?
Yeah.
First, I will define myself. First, I will define myself. Decimal result equal to 0. By default, I am resulting 0. Okay.
Mm.
Now I'll say result equal to result plus number. You will get number by number. First, if it is a 0, 0 plus 1. Next, it will become 1. 1 plus 2, 2 plus 3, 5, and then the sum will increase, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Return result.
Result.
Return result. Certified. Now, we'll add elements to a list. We'll add elements to list. I need sum of first 1,000 numbers. Okay, I need sum of first 100 numbers. What is the sum of first 100 numbers? I need sum of first 100 numbers. So it means that I need to add a collection list of decimal with 1 to 100, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do I need to add 1 to 100? Then automatically, if I pass that 1 to 100 collection here, it will give my result, isn't it?
Yeah.
We'll declare that public static
One.
list of. Here, what we need return call list of decimal. Then we can pass this input to the other parameter. Get
So, so why you're writing decimal in like bracket like
here list of decimals, right?
yeah like why you're not using the close bracket?
Who's the bracket in the sense?
Why you're using greater than or less than symbol?
It's a data type syntax.
Okay.
This is how we need to write for a collection less than and greater than. We can't use like either these brackets. This
Okay.
is for
Okay.
methods alone.
Okay. Okay.
And I'll say decimal starting number, start number, comma, decimal n number. So what is start number? Let's say I wanted to do sum of 20 to 100. I wanted to say sum of 0 to 100. So that way I need to add it. Okay, clear?
Yeah.
Okay.
So then what I'll do here, I'll define one list by default. I'll say list of decimal result equal to new list of decimal, because I need to assign a memory. So assigning a memory will only happens with a constructor object. So this is how I'm creating new list of constructor. Okay. You remember yesterday when we were creating an object for a class, intro class, we created class name obj or Gautam equal to new class name, right?
Yeah.
Now we created one memory for this results. When we are using a new keyword, it means whether it is a static or a non-static.
Mm.
Non-static.
Or yes, non-static. For static keywords or static members, there will be no new keyword. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'll say for, I'll write the same for loop. I'll say decimal num equal to start number. Instead of defining 0, I'm saying start number, comma, num equal to n number. Until it becomes that n number, I'll say num plus plus. Okay. Any doubt in this writing?
No.
You start number and extend number.
So when we give the first number, it will take first number.
Yeah.
Then it will increase one by one.
Less than or equal to.
Less than or equal to. Okay.
Okay.
Next. Now, how to add element? So all you need to say dot add method to say, to assign a value to a collection. Okay. If you add a value, if you want to pass a value by value, then you need to use a method called add method. I'll say num control s, deploy this to source arc. Expecting 1 minute. What did it say? Variable does not exist. Number. Oh, here I missed. This should be semicolon. That's my bad.
Mm.
Here, what is missing? Return is missing, right? We need to return it back because we are
Okay.
expecting a return, right? So then let's say return result. So successful. Deploy this to source arc. Perfect, right?
Yeah.
Now, what we can do? Let's go back, refresh it. Mathematics. First, I need to get list of decimals, right? Sum of
Yeah.
numbers. Okay. For that, what I'll do, I'll say list of decimal sum number equal to arithmetics dot get numbers. From where to where we can do a sum? Let's count it from 1 to 100. Okay. 1 comma 100. Okay. 1 comma 100. And then We get that numbers. And finally, we need to see decimal result equal to, we need to call sum of numbers, right? Then only we can do that sum by passing list of elements, right? Get sum. Here we are doing actual sum of all numbers, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then we'll display our output system dot debug sum of numbers result. Now what you know the value of 1 to 100 sum of two numbers, all numbers? I don't know.
I don't know.
You got executed, let it wait, the debug comes. Got completed. Debug only. 50-50. Oh, nice. We'll do sum of 3. Then we'll understand. Sum of 3, what is the value? 1 plus
4.
2 plus 3. 6, right? Not 4.
Yeah. 6. Yeah, sir.
Yep, 6. Hey, this is
So
interesting. Sum of numbers is 50-50. If I say 200, then on my curiosity.
100.
100, it will not come. Don't worry. It will change. Okay, 20, 100. Okay, I'm just checking some. Is there any logic behind? Simple
50,
logics.
50, 20, 100.
Oh no, there is
No.
no logic. You can't remember. Cool. 20, 45. Okay, how much it is increased? 25 got increased. 0, 20, 25, and it got 150. And next one is 50, 200, 55, 200. I'm just checking.
20, 100.
No.
50, 200. No.
No, no, no.
55, 250.
It will go higher than usual. So
55, 250.
70, 70 something.
125, 250. Okay, let's not worry about it. My bits are very less. Cool. So you tell me one thing, say you understood or not this one, right? So what I did instead of manually I pass my numbers. See, passing 100 numbers is not easy one. Like results dot add 1, 2, 3, and all. So I made like a simple statement like what is start number and end number. Based on that, I'm creating a collection and then I'm passing to get set where it is doing. Here we need to understand two topics. Okay. The first one is how to add elements to collection using which method? Dot add method. Okay.
Yeah.
And how to read a values from collections? You can read a values from collection through for loop. How to write a for loop? The first, you need to define the decimal of that particular, I mean data type of that particular collection. What is the collection's data type here? Decimal.
Decimal.
And loop variable in the sense, in a collection, if you have 10 numbers, you can't read 10 data at one go. So you need to read record by record. These are called temporary loop variable for loop. As soon as for complete, this variable will not exist only technically. Okay. Until the for loop executes. For loop iterates like loop record by record. That one by one record will gonna assign to a number, like the way we did it for a number here, right? Start number until end number, it is having its own number, isn't it?
Mm.
Any question in this for loop?
For loop లో క్వశ్చన్ లేదు కానీ ఐ థింక్ ఇట్స్ బిట్ హార్డ్ ఫర్ us that programming.
Where is hard?
అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీరు లైన్ బై లైన్ ఎళ్లారు కదా!
అంటే
అది ఎలా అరేంజ్ చేయాలి?
అది
ఎలా
చూస్తే
రాయాలనేది
ఈజీగానే అనిపిస్తుంది. ఆడ ఏముంది గెట్ నంబర్ తీసుకొని స్టార్ట్ నంబర్, ఎండ్ నంబర్ అంటే చూస్తే అర్థమవుతుంది.
Mhm.
కానీ మేము ట్రై చేస్తే ఐ థింక్ వి గోనా మెస్ ఇట్ అప్.
ఇట్స్ ఓకే. కాన్సెప్ట్ అర్థమైతే ఓకే. ప్రాక్టీస్
యాహ్!
కావాలండి. కోడింగ్ ప్రాక్టీస్ కావాలి. ఓకే. It's
యాహ్!
not something like you can't write a code like me in the starting. Might be in going forward, like you can write better than me. But today, like concept అర్థమైతే you can try on your own. The expectation.